Okay guys, so how's she going today? So welcome to part 2 now of the, I guess, 700 hour on video thingy, whatever, part 2. Yeah, so as you've seen in the last part of the video, there was something going on over there. I got kind of pissed off about it, but I guess it kind of was, well, I guess it kind of was legal because they were doing it over here too. I think they got called from the power company to do this, and I know I told a couple of people that we're getting some free firewood out of this. Well, here's some more stacked up and ready to be taken away. We actually got done today, me and my grandma and my uncle. We cleaned up the other end where they were cutting up the trees. So unfortunate they were cutting the trees down to protect their lines, I guess, and stuff. They didn't do that tree for some reason, I don't know why. And there's actually another load of firewood over here. These are just mostly a couple of big pieces, I guess. They look like they cut that too. So I guess they were just kind of keeping these lines open. You can see how they snipped them there too and there. So they cut quite a bit open here, I guess. So yeah, that's what they were doing. Even over there, they were cutting the wood up. Now we did talk to the people early this morning at like 10 a.m. They were out here. Of course, probably earlier than that, but we came out here. And it was just three guys. They were obviously from some kind of a company, but they drove their Ranger out here. And we talked to them and stuff, and they said that we could keep the firewood, which is what the stuff that they bucked up. They said the branches, they're going to obviously come. They said they're going to come and grind all this shit up. They said that they would even grind up the firewood. But they say that they don't really like doing that. They would rather have someone take it. So we actually been taking it. We haven't came here yet and picked up this stuff. That's going to be tomorrow's job. Today's job's over there. And I'll take you over there and we can take a look at that mess. And see what they cleaned up. Okay, so yeah, so they... you guys, this is from part 1, and we still got some branches and stuff to pick up, but we're actually going to use these branches to our favor and block off our trails with them. And I heard a couple of 4-wheelers or something pulling the town. Of course, they came off my grandma's road, so they had to be coming. Don't know if they were on the dike or if they were just driving out in the field or not, but yeah, they actually had a couple stacks of wood. There was a stack in there, a stack right there, and then a bigger stack over there, and there was a small stack right there, and there's another stack on the other side of that. Small stack though. These two were pretty small stacks. You can see our trail of us picking all this shit up. Believe it or not, we got quite a bit of wood out of this. Quite a bit. So we had to make about 10,000 trips because we didn't want to overload the pickup too much because we figured it would probably crack the frame being so rotted out and stuff. So yeah, I guess we're probably doing maintenance to these poles or something. But funny thing is, the last time this was inspected was right here. So you can read that. 1994 was when she was last inspected, but then they just got done looking at it in 2014. So it went what, like 20 years without being inspected. And if you're wondering what this is, this thing, no one uses it anymore. but this was actually used to tell how high the water came. Like before, many years ago, this was actually in pretty good condition. It would actually leave a dirty mark in places where you would be able to tell how high the water has actually come up. But since that was when the dike used to be right around here. So, yeah. I hear dirt bikes. I might have to get moving here. Yeah. Okay, so welcome back. So we're actually here in the middle section of the field. When I last cut you guys off, I actually heard a ranger or something, and I actually seen a ranger down in there a little ways on state property. I know there's another way of going down there to the river, but I think they might have seen me when I was looking at that pile of wood that was laying over there. But 10 to 1, if I wasn't out, they probably would have been driving all over it. So, and I actually forgot to show you guys too that, and tell you guys, I looked at that where they were coming in or coming out there at the south end, and it hasn't been touched so far, not yet. So no one knows that I'm doing it yet because part 1 hasn't gone up yet, and that won't be going up probably for another day or two. So I bet you if I hide out here for just a little bit, because they might have think that I might have went home now or something, with my 4-wheeler being shut off and parked there in the corner. So, even though they probably could see my blue sweater, but, you know, so, but I'm just waiting for them to come on in. But yeah, like I said, I checked that over there, and it hasn't been touched yet. So, but you know, this weekend they might crash into it because it's going to be, they're really going to be partying. So, and I guess the school here on North Dakota side, they're going to be in school a week longer because they missed a week because of some kind of a game that they had going on, and they wanted to get the game done with. So they're going to be in school an extra week longer now to make up for that week lost. So, but more towards in the summertime is when they'll be out. You know, like when school's over with and shit like that. So, yeah. Like I said, I heard a couple of machines coming to town. I think that was one of them. So I don't know, but I think that they kind of did see me because I was kind of peeking back at them, and it kind of looked like they had stopped moving. So my thinking was that they were probably going to come down here and look at those piles of trees that we got there, just to see if there was any firewood left there. Of course, as they don't know, there's actually a load sitting over there, but that'll be gone by the time even part 2 gets uploaded. So, before this one even gets uploaded, so then no one will even know it's probably down there. But yeah, it just seems like we have a hard time catching people. But don't know if it's them or it could be those kids on that golf cart too. But you have to kind of watch everyone because you don't know who's doing it. So, kind of maybe just wait a few seconds. I don't really like waiting under these trees too much because the ticks have been pretty bad. I've had a tick on me I've only had one tick on me so far, but it must have been on me for a good part of the day and I didn't even know it. So that's unfortunate, but yeah, he was sucking blood, of course. Not something I want, but whatever. But it's funny, I can hear dogs barking. It's coming from over there, actually. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know what their game plan is. They might even just sit there for a few minutes too, because they might think that I went back home, you know, or I could have went to the farm too. It kind of seems like even if I'm at the farm, they don't want to even drive around. So kind of have to make it look like that I'm, you know, just at the farm or something. But yeah, so I'm not sure how much longer I'll sit here. But I guess it's whenever I hear movement again, then that's when I'll start looking around. But kind of just standing here doing nothing, just standing here is boring. So, but I guess what can you do? And hopefully I can get to some of those branches, because they, like I said, they already cut them up pretty good and everything. So I can hear them kids over there. So the way they got that wood stacked, or the branches stacked, I might be able to get away with a load over here on the south end, and then I need about 2 or 3 loads for the north end, and I should be able to get that out of just that one little section right there. I shouldn't have to go over there and get that. I could just get that right there. I think that should be more than enough. So that'll probably take care of it for this summer, but it depends on the floods too. See, the flood level is actually kind of rising because of all that rain we've had. So we're supposed to be in a flood warning until like the 25th of this month, which is May, I believe. Yeah, it's May. Right now it's May 21st. So they actually the flood warning's just about over with. But only time will tell, So, but we'll see what happens. Like I said, I don't know, those kids down there might just sit there for a while too, and then I might be wasting my time too. But see, that's the thing. They're going to try to, make you get played out before they get played out. But usually people around here don't stay in these areas too long. They usually chill for 15-20 minutes or something like that, something stupid, and then they'll want to go home because they got school tomorrow and work, so they're not going to hang out long. And I want this camera to be ready, even though I got my cell phone, but I really can't zoom in a lot with my cell phone, not like this thing here. So, but yeah. So them coming down here actually does work in our favor, because we get a little bit extra firewood, actually quite a bit of firewood, and we got some extra branches too that we can throw. Even though we got tons here, but the thing is that you have to pick through this because it's a mess, they're all stuck together and stuff. See, there with that stuff, they stack that, so then it's not super bad. So what are you gonna do? So, but hopefully that'll work. Won't stop them from driving out in the field, but at least you can stop them, have some control, And my feeling is too is that they're probably kind of like, I'm sure everyone around here knows, because these people on the Rangers like to talk. So everyone probably knows that we told them to stay off this fucking trail, and while other people are probably doing it, just to get a laugh out of it. So you never know, right? So it's just yeah, you just never know. They might be doing it just to piss you off too. Well, that's going to change here pretty soon. it's actually pretty hard to control your land, especially when you don't actually live right on your land, you know. So, but we can't live out here because everyone on YouTube's telling me to put like a little cabin or something out here, you know, just something to kind of hang out in. It would never last. It would never last. You would have to. It'd have to be such a small thing that you can pull it behind a, you know, a 4-wheeler or a pickup or something, you know, and it just wouldn't be worth our time to fuck around with that kind of shit, you know. And you can't leave it down here because the flood levels get, you know, 10, 15 feet tall at times, you know, depending on how bad the flood season is. And that would just completely, you know, that would just completely fucking destroy it. So there's no point. So sounds like they're moving again. It's just about 9 o'clock. About what is it? About 11 minutes to 9. See, the thing is, if I can actually see, I'm still open, but if I can catch them on videotape. Yeah, it sounds like they're moving again. Oh yeah, they're moving. Yeah, because see, they think that we're gone. Maybe it'll pay off for a fucking once. Yep, they're moving. Thing is which way are they going? See, it's not windy out, so the wind is not going to carry the sound. But see, they're not gunning it. They need to gun it so then I can hear it, you know. Grass must be getting wet. Oh, that's right. I went to water with the 4-wheeler. I could have camped up there, top of that hill. The thing is that if someone comes from that way, then they'll see me. There goes that truck that was pulling those vans. By the time I zoom in, you guys won't see it, but I passed that truck. He was sitting in the cab there. I don't know, it's on his computer or something. I suppose typing in the, you know, to confirm that he got his pickup. So, yeah, the thing is, I don't know what they're gonna do. You know. So, I mean, they might have just went back that way, and they might be back in town again. I don't know, but they were moving. The question is, where and when? Where are they going, and when are they going to be there? You know, that's the where and when question. So, because you don't know where they're going to be, and when they're going to be there. You just never know. And I can see if they're coming up that trail there, and they're not. So, yeah, I don't know. Because even from down here, it's kind of a bad angle, but I could probably still most likely get a glimpse of them going in the field a little bit. So I'll know for sure, but the question is when and where, you know. That's the waiting game question kind of thing, you know. You just gotta figure it out. I hate having to play these fucking waiting games. I'd rather have a camera do that, but I don't have $250 to spare for a camera. Probably almost $300 if you want to get a good one. So, but yeah, I think even down here, that tree might be in the way now. If I had that tree cut out, I probably could see a little better. But yeah, that tree's not going to work in my favor, I don't think. Well, if that tree probably was... Oh, I actually probably could see it. Well, I know if that was cleaned out a little bit, I could probably see that trail and see if they're going to be pulling that log or not. But so far, like I've said, no one has moved it. So... And no one has crashed into my pile there that I left. Well, it's just a piece of fencing and a log, small log. So, I mean, if they did crash into it, it wouldn't do anything. It might break a headlight or something, you know, or if they happen to hit it hard enough. But, you know, that's your fault for driving there. So, and I kind of noticed too that, well, actually me and my grandma went in here one year, probably yesterday we went in here. We actually took the trail. We came in through the north end, and about halfway down, they actually went off the trail and made another one. I guess that trail's kind of blocked by a log or something. So they've been going around it and in between two small trees, while a big red won't fit through there, so I can't follow it. So I got cut off there, but it's still our property. So yeah, I'd hate to leave and then here they come, you know. That's just, I mean, if I got my timing right with them, then it would be perfect, but it's not going to be. It just never works out my way. It's Thursday, so Friday and tomorrow they would probably be out a little later than normal, so tomorrow's probably when I should be out here a little, you know, later. And yeah, me and my grandma and my uncle came. I got my uncle to finally help out, pick up the rest of the logs we had laying there, and the guy in the Red Ranger was sitting at the pond. So, of course, he was watching. I think he had his wife with him too. And, well, you know, 10 to 1, they're probably watching us pick up those logs and stuff, you know, and they're probably kind of 10 to 1. They're probably kind of pissed because they probably could have used the wood. Oh, it's too damn bad. You know, we have so much wood now, we don't even know what to do with it all. Told my grandma's like, I don't know why you don't try to get a wood stove, like a new one. They have one down there, but it's wore out, so they don't want to use it unless they absolutely have to. But I want to get one for my house. We actually have another stack now over by the old trailer house. That's where we put it for now. Because the other stack, I got another stack on the south side of the farm. That stuff's about, I think, about 2-3 years old now. So that stuff's actually pretty dried out and ready to be burned. But fortunately, none of us have a damn wood stove right now. So probably should put a tarp over it. That probably would reserve the life a little bit in those woods. And, you know, in the woods. So not in the woods like down here, but in the wood, not the woods. But whenever we'll get around to that, I don't know. See, I don't want to go down there where they're at, or where they were at, because they might actually still be there. Even though I heard them take off. They might be actually driving around town right now trying to see where I'm at. You know, they're trying to play this fucking chicken game. So, and of course I just don't hear anything till now, but they might be sitting and waiting for me to come back. I don't know. And I think I know where that green, there's a green and black little four-wheeler that comes around town now too. I see. I think it's actually that guy that lives behind the school with the big black Chevy truck. I think that's him, but I don't know if that's him, you know, down in here or not. It's most likely that those kids with the, you know what, the golf cart. So, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of just the waiting game. But I mean, they could be there, you know, at that person's house, you know, until 10 o'clock. you know. It stays light out to, well, it stays pretty light out to about 10, but then by 10:30 or I think 11, there's just barely any sun up. Like, it just lights the top of the sky. You don't even see the ground hardly. So, and then I drove around in the field one night, completely blacked out, and no luck. Which kind of sucks, but of course it's blackout, so my camera would never pick it up anyway, but at least I'd be like an eyewitness to it, so, but you would never really know. So, yeah, I just don't think we're going to catch anyone ever. It'll actually be a little bit easier to catch them because they can't go back here. See, when they go back into these woods, the woods kind of acts like a silencer on a gun. You don't hear the gun go off, right? Well, that's what these trees are doing to these vehicles. So I don't hear them farting around down in here as much as I probably would. Like when they're on the dirt, on the racetrack thing and on the North Dakota side, well, that's in the open, so all their noise and everything just echoes through it, you know, just echoes through the sky. So I know when they're out there. But in here, it's so thick with trees that it's just real hard to hear anything. So it would actually be kind of nice if GoPro cameras would last like many hours on a battery, you know, and a big memory card. You know, it'd be nice, but they don't. So what would be even nicer is if I could get a drone, not like a Predator drone, but I forget what they call them. I know Paul Short's got one. Many other people have one too. It's like a little 4-bladed helicopter kind of airplane dewey thing. Very expensive though. They're like $2,000, 1,000 to, you know, anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 depending on your accessories and stuff and the kind of camera you want. And it'd be nice if I could just get one of those and fly it way out here. I don't know how good the range would be on those things. Here comes something right now. Don't know if that's a truck or not. Yeah, that sounds like a truck. ATV would not be going that fast. Plus you would kind of hear the tires grinding a little bit different on the pavement, but... So yeah. Because then you could actually just fly that drone out here. Yeah, that was a pickup truck. I could actually fly a drone out here at like, you know, at like 10 o'clock at night or something and just let it hover somewhere. Or, I think another thing you can do too is that you can actually have for those Predator, or those little choppers, you can actually set a GPS marking for them. And you can put like, I think you got to have your iPhone hooked up to this. You can actually, I don't know how you do it, I can't remember, but I know that if you fly, I don't know if you have to fly over your land or what, but I think you can actually put points on your map, and then the chopper or whatever will actually will go to those GPS marks. And then it can actually, you can program it so it'll go around and then come back to base, or, you know, wherever it took off from. So, and I really wouldn't even have to. You can set, I think you can set the altitude of how high it can go, and how low it can go, how fast it can go. The only thing I think with those cameras is they don't do very good at night, so they might make night vision cameras for them eventually. But right now I don't think they do. But that'd make life a lot easier, because I mean, if they're like in an ATV or a Ranger or something, well, they're not going to hear my drone. So, you know, I could just let it hover right above. I could actually just follow them to where the hell they go. Simple as that, you know. Then I know exactly where the hell they're going and where the hell they're coming from. So, but unfortunately I don't think they're going to come now, because it's already about, well, this is probably almost a 40-minute video, I bet now, but so far this part of the video has been 20 minutes, and there haven't been anyone 30 minutes, I mean. They haven't driven around yet. I know Justin was saying to just get a little helicopter and then mount the GoPro to it. And there you go. It's a good idea. It's just the range on. I don't know how good the damn range is on them. I know on like those big droney kind of things I was telling you earlier about. I know the range on them is pretty good, but I think they can go almost. I know they can probably go almost a mile, and it's not even a mile from my house to here. So it would. I think the range would be okay. So. Well, no, actually, I know Justin was actually talking about getting a helicopter for when that big fire happened over there. That never would have made it that far. That's a good 3, 4, I don't know. That could easily be at least 2, 3 miles right there. So that's probably out of the range. Maybe not for the drone, but for the chopper, yeah. But I hear something again. But that sounds more like a lawnmower. Yeah. That's a mower. I know how the ex-mayor, he never picks up his damn mower deck when he drives across gravel, and that's what that sounds like. So he's probably out going to go do some quick mowing or something. It's a little late to be mowing, bud. So, it is now 9:03. So I've been out here for a good half an hour or so, and no one has popped out. So I don't know what the damn deal is, but so the only thing that keeps me busy while I'm waiting is making this video for you guys. It's just sitting there chatting. That's what keeps me not bored out of my mind. If I was just sitting here, I think I would have went to sleep by now. So that's why these videos are probably kind of boring to you right now, but it keeps me active. So, but let me tell you, I got one hell of a workout today, picking up all that wood. I know when it was just me and my grandma, it took us like almost an hour to load it. Because I could, well, my grandma took 2 logs at a time. Well, she could only take the small ones. She couldn't take the big ones. So I had to take most of the big ones, but she took most of the little ones. And she took about 2 at a time. And sometimes I could take 2 logs at a time, but it still took us like too long. You know, and my grandma's older now, you know, so she's slower at moving, so it kind of, like, she makes 1 full trip, and I've already made like 7 trips on her, so I move a lot, you know, obviously a lot quicker than her, but it would take me an hour and a half if it was just me, so it goes a little quicker. But when my uncle was down here, oh, we had to been loaded in about half an hour, if even that. We actually got two trips in. That was around 5:30 when I took off, and of course they were down there at the pond, you know. So well, whatever. But tomorrow we're gonna be at her again, around 1:30. Come up here and start picking up that other firewood there, and then after that, I guess start loading the pickup with branches. Take a load there. Take a couple loads down there. Should be good. Should never have no problems then. So that should take care of the problem for being down in here. But I mean, for the big field, I don't know. That's hard. It's actually going to be a little bit easier because it won't muzzle the sound as much, you know. So, and whatever I ate, my stomach is not agreeing to it. My stomach is gurgling bad. I don't know what I ate that's upsetting my stomach, but I don't know. But I'm surprised I even got all this much kind of work done. I'm really surprised. I mean, well, I did a load, I think around 11 o'clock in the morning, just after we got done talking to the people that were cutting the trees down. They didn't say who they were working for, but I had a feeling they were working for the power company, because it just wouldn't be random people. So, well, they were talking about they have to keep the lines clear, so I figured they had to work for the power company. But I still kind of think it's disrespectful of not asking, or you know, or at least saying, "Hey, is it okay? you know, well, they don't even have to say that. They could just say, hey, we're going to be coming down there to cut trees and remove them from the power lines, just, you know, to give you a heads up. That's the kind of response I want. I mean, I know if they're doing it for the company, you know, to keep the lines clear, well, that's fine. But I mean, you know, at least let us know so then we don't think that it's, you know, some kind of a random Baxter just trying to take free wood. You know, that's what I hate. So, but tomorrow's gonna be another busy day. Just didn't think I was gonna last today. I just, well, I mean, I did a load at 11:30. Didn't get back to around 1:30. I got a load in then, and then my uncle came out and helped us. So actually, you know, we actually got about 3 loads. But those 3 loads were good loads, and we actually over by the trailer house there, we actually got another good stack of wood, a really good stack that could last us maybe a good week. It's not quite 1 cord though. However, they, you know, say that saying. I have 1 cord of wood stacked off to the side, but I got about a half of one right now, starting again. So, but after picking up those 4 or 5 loads that are down there, that should give me a full cord right there, cord of wood. I think each cord of wood goes for, well, depending on state, but I know in some states for 1 cord of wood it'll go for about 180, 170 bucks. I mean, I guess I could sell my wood, but you know, I would rather keep some in stock, just in case we should ever have a problem and we need extra. You know, we just need it for heat or something, you know. So, but I guess I'm probably going to take off. There's no point of being out here anymore. They should have been back. They should have went across by now. No, oh, that's just that truck again. So, yeah. I guess, you know what, there's not much else I can do until tomorrow now. So, and I know, Justin, if you watch this video, and I was going to tell you that we have 1 monster tree. That's the king of the trees. Actually, we got 2 of them. I just found another one. Of course, it's further in there, but you won't see it from here. I thought we only had 1 monster tree. We actually got, so far we got 2 monster trees. And that one's a little bit bigger than the other one, I think. I don't know, we got 2 good sized trees back there, so maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll try to go down there maybe tomorrow and I'll try to get a video of it, because we are going to be blocking these trails off probably starting tomorrow. So I would go tonight, but it's too late. The deers will probably start popping out, and I don't want to disturb them too much more. So I'm going to be leaving here in a minute. So try to do it tomorrow, and show you the one that there's actually one on the trail that I thought was the granddaddy, but there's actually another granddaddy back there too. I don't know. That could actually be like a mother-father tree kind of thing too, right? You know, it could be the ones that are producing all these. I don't know. Trees grow anyway, so yeah. But unfortunately, these trees are actually taking a lot longer to come or to grow in than they normally do. So I think they're getting choked out. There's just way too much trees in here. I mean, most of these trees should have been green already, and a lot of them just ain't doing nothing. It's kind of pathetic, but I guess they'll fall over time, and I'll just buck them up for wood. See, our trail used to be, I don't know, maybe our trail's still good. Well, besides this log that's popped up. Our trail used to go right through here. Yeah. And I think where that tree fell is where the trail is. So that tree would have to get lost, and so would this. So I want to get our trail back here because I want to keep this trail open, but just for us. So then at least, you know, you guys could, you guys don't know what you're missing out on that river view, man. That's a pretty damn good view of the river from our side. It's actually pretty cool, especially when you don't look at it on a daily basis like I don't. So, I mean, if you came down here every day, you know, you'd get tired of looking at it, and you'd be like, okay, next field, next section. So every time I come down here, I just want to keep staring at it, because I don't stare at it enough. Like, I look at these hay fields all the time, so even though I like looking at it, it's just that, you know, I've already seen it. So, what's there to expect from it? But it's nice land. So, and I know someone told me to actually sell someone's land to make money. I'm trying to avoid that if necessary, because we already lost a section of land, you know, many years ago, and we don't need to be losing more of it, you know, so fuck that. But I guess, guys, I'm going to take off. I do apologize for this long video. It's probably like a 40, 50,000 minute video, but maybe I'll try to cut some sections out. I don't know. See how I feel. But yeah. So anyway, guys, I'm going to take off, so I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys later.